Hi everybody, and I decided that I was going to do this extra little video as Eli Empowered has really been, or Ellie Empowered, however you like to say it, Eli or Ellie. Eli Empowered really has been so popular and has taken off really quickly. It's very successful in terms of how people are taking to it. So I've decided to do a little bit more and focus in on it. This is my natural path, and that would probably explain a lot because it comes very naturally to me. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that with you just now. So more on the energy then of Elijah. Well, Elijah, which is also linked to very much, if you think about that name, is linked to Elizabeth as well, as you know, and Elizabeth is my middle name. So Eli Empowered is very much all through me and who I am anyway. But I do really link to the spiritual energy of Eli, and it came to me as Eli. For as long as I can remember, I've known of that name in particular. So as a spiritual energy, that is. And although, as I say, these names can be linked to biblical names, I do very much feel the importance of unity and not being overly religious. So it's about more, and this is where Raphael and Elijah both come in, because Elijah and Raphael see past labels, and so it's seeing past religions or organizations that just have things stuck and set away or have done for like a long time without evolving. Well, the angels understand that we each have the ability to ascend as masters ourselves, and the evolution is basically, in essence, what we're all doing, although still remaining with the same simplicity, and that we're all originally from love, that we do expand within our time here on the physical plane in terms of awareness. And so there is a type of evolution taking place as well. And so it's each kind of, whether you're religious or not religious, it doesn't really matter. It's all about evolution. But yes, the spiritual energies, the spiritual essences do exist. I have a lot of backup for that, so much. That's a definite. However, it isn't about, as I say, the one thing to reiterate here is that it's beyond that, and that's what Elijah and Raphael really kind of want to bring across through my messages. That's what I want to bring across, certainly. And it feels to me that that's what their energy wants to bring across. It's all about seeing beyond the label, seeing beyond, the race, the religion, the non-religion, the whatever, the supposed culture, anything. And allowing it to evolve and bringing kind of greater ascension, greater awareness and clarity. Whilst here on Earth and doing the best that we can, through evolution, this is the key, that we have to understand that we are evolutionary beings. But at the same time, we also have to understand that we are very, very, in essence, simplicity. We are love, and that's what it's all about, really, ultimately. So we always remember that. Then, if we always come back to the core, to the love aspect, the pure divine platonic essence of love, of who we are, that energy within the heart chakra, then that's pretty much all we need to get us through all the evolutionary processes. So I'm going to do actually an Archangel Raphael healing oracle card with you just now, and we'll see what comes up. So here we go. And as we always start, you can see how we do these. If you've still to get yourself signed up and subscribed, you can go ahead. It's Eli Empowered. And we'll put a little link at the bottom here, and obviously this is going to be on Eli Empowered as well. So all you do is just touch the red subscription button. If you need to get yourself details and kind of like registered up, you just go ahead and do that, and then come back and subscribe. And you're all set up. We do weekly cards, and we'll be doing other kind of, as we feel inspired and guided to, we will go ahead and do other
items like this one. So there are weekly videos for each star sign, so it's connected astrologically, so it's basically connected to the signs, to the very being, the realism, the realistic side of things as we are here in physical form, as well as the spiritual essence, the power of possibility there, and what we can bring forward. So it's all connected up in all aspects there. So each star sign has their own message from Raphael, through myself, through this Elijah as well, who is really kind of connected up with now in an evolved sense the importance of veganism. So there we go. So that's our evolutionary path. That's where we're all at. And yeah, people are moving up and becoming aligned every day, every moment of the day. It's amazing. And of course, we're here with Archangel Raphael, healing, nurturing messages to help with that. So this is what we've got coming up. And I'm going to talk about this one because this is excellent. This came up and I'll tell you why. The mantra, Jesus the Divine Healer. Dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. Now, as we are not completely overly religious, and we recognise that many different types of religions will have different types of symbolic names and people that they will feel drawn to, the energy here about Jesus is basically very much linked to everything that I was saying about evolution. And Jesus has been placed in the Bible, and people have read so much about this in terms of, the man-made, the recordings by humans of Jesus, which really kind of happened quite a few years on, and that is okay too. But we really have to understand that Jesus came here to also grow and expand and to do the best that he could. When we think about it this way, when we think about all that Jesus taught in terms of from a kind of an awareness sense, you can go into the biblical sense if you want, you don't have to. You can, if you're from another religion or you're non-religious, we can look at it as symbolic. And what the message really is that we all evolve, and that yes, it is important to do, and this is a very, very essential message for the vegan, the evolutionary path of veganism here, is that we can do all we want to help empower and heal others, right? And you'll know very much with this if you understand astrology about Chiron, okay, in Pisces, which Pisces is, very much linked to the Jesus energy. And Chiron is about the wounded healer. Well, you first have to ensure that you're nurturing and looking after yourself. So we learn through, the ideas of what happened to Jesus, that self-sacrifice is not really appropriate. Yes, it is essential that we are following our divine spiritual mission. But what we learned is that, and this is so important, that we have to honour our own body, our own spiritual and physical being as well, to be able to really, really, really make the best of the situations. And the power of spirituality cannot be underestimated, and the awareness that we are all connected. And sometimes to give situations spiritual presence, but also to give situations sometimes physical distance, and always to remain with the wisdom and simplicity that we are all stemming from love, that we are all connected, and ultimately to really remember that within ourselves of how we connect to everybody, although everybody's on different frequency levels, okay, that we are all spiritually and sentiently connected, soulfully connected. So that's what it's all about, is that we can harness that divine healing energy, but we first need to be able to honour our own divine being from within, the unity within, and also the importance of not just our spiritual essence, but our actual physical body as well, and honouring our own selves, our own divinity, our own bodies and how we walk this divine life mission in every single way. So important. So yes, these are by Doreen Virtue, who has a Christian background, as you can see. And we really need to kind of take these into a kind of place where we can bring both, as I say, the masculine, which is this very light. So it is about getting the balance between that light, which is really this energy, as well as the dark, which is a more feminine energy, okay? You know, how would you know if an ascended master maybe came back down to earth again and was actually walking around the planet as a female and wasn't going on about all the light all the time, actually was going on about all the dark? So you really kind of have to think about things in evolutionary awareness and really kind of be mindful and in the moment, and that is what this is all about, okay? Yes, Jesus was a divine healer, but Elijah talks about, you know, through all the labels and all the different labels that, you know, anyone can have, it's important to recognize, first of all, within us the responsibility that we each have as divine healers, you know, that we each have with our divine presence within already, okay? So that's essential. So I'm going to be bringing a lot more kind of, you know, of the light and the dark, you know, there's going to be a lot more balance with this. So as you can see, absolutely perfect in terms of synchronicity. So make sure you are subscribed, and we're going to do one more to leave us all with. Listen to your intuitive feelings. This is important. Dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clearly in peaceful ways that I easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to listen to my inner wisdom. And so there we go, and thank you very much for listening, everybody. That's what it's all about. And you can check the link below this video for the free messages that you get for Raphael healing and nurturing weekly for each star sign. If you're on this channel already, then it's this channel, and you just simply click the red subscribe button. You might have to register up if you don't have your own channel, but you can go ahead and do that and get yourself subscribed so that you can get these weekly for yourself. And also check out www.lawoflove.uk for messages specific to you and free. So, our message then overall is this: unconditional joy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. Isn't that a wonderful one to have? Well, it's so important, and as we've been talking about evolution as well as love and the divine essence of who we are and in simplicity, this is what it's all about. It's getting back to in the moment, the unconditional joy, being thankful and appreciative of our life, where we are in this point, and that energy can do so much good for us to be in the moment and appreciative, but that energy actually goes out into the world and impacts so many others. You know, it affects, obviously, if you can see this angel here that we have with his dogs, you know, he's sitting with these beautiful beings and enjoying the time with them. So that's impacting him, it's impacting them. Look at everything that's growing round about, that symbolic of, you know, the nurturing energy that flows all around these beings in the environment, in the wildlife, in the flowers, in, you know, the greenery, in nature. It has a lot of impact, far more reaching than you can ever imagine sometimes. If you think about all the other different types of insects as well that are buzzing around about there for one moment, that'll be there and enjoy that energy as well that are part of that energy, in fact, and then that they go on and they take that somewhere else. Now that energy impacts and affects those as well, wherever, you know, that insect takes the energy too. So, you know, there is so much really going on in terms of the energy when we are appreciating who we are and what we have and who we have around us in the moment. And that is Raphael's energy. That is all of our divine essence energy, ultimately of who we all each are in divinity in our simplest form. And that is love. That is the heart chakra energy. That's this green energy that I've been telling you all about. That's what it's all about. So thank you very much. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this video and that the energy really invested in this is reaching out to you and impacting your life as well in such a positive way, and that this continues to impact positively the world round about all of us in such an amazing way. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking again with you all next week. The weeklies are up already, very early, very organised for the Wednesday to Wednesday ahead of now. And of course it depends when you actually get around to watching this video as to you know, whether or not you watched it or not. So enjoy all the videos. We will see you again next week for more videos, and we may have those up early. It just depends how we get on with all of them. And we'll be sharing with you some of our other channels and insights as well, linked to the vegan movement. And again, you can go ahead and you can keep in contact with us throughout the time on www.thelawoflove.uk, and come and find us on Vegan Worldwide as well. It's the red love heart there and the green and black background. It's the red and white love heart at the moment, that is anyway, but of course these change to, you know, to kind of represent all aspects here of all of us. But we'll hopefully have this on for a little while, and it's a green and black background cover, so that's how you'll know who we are. I'll maybe pop a link to it below this as well, and that keeps it all there for us in the one place and easily accessible. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful week and a brilliant month ahead, and we are with you 100% here, especially in terms of the vegan movement, moving things forward for yourself, for the whole sentience, for all of us. Thanks again, and speak to you very soon.